Gum paste. This is really easy to work with. Gum paste is great because it'll create a really rock hard decoration that, you know, once it dries, it's not going to get nicked, it's not going to break, it's not going to wilt. This stuff is really fun to play with because you can make almost anything with gum paste. And once the gum paste is dry, you can drill through it, you can sand it, you can really shape it. You shape it in its wet form, you can also shape it in its dry form. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a gum paste rose. Learning how to make a rose is really good because once you learn the sort of the basic flower structure, you can move on from there and make almost any flower you can find. All right, so for the flower, I'm going to do 5 lumps of gum paste. Lump number 1, you're going to kind of mash this together so it's nice and smooth. Okay, just like that. And then start out with a little ball. Make sure you have a little bit of cornstarch. All right, so as that gum paste starts to stick to your fingers, you want to keep it dry. Yeah. Just slowly mashing this thing out with your thumbs, and you're making a petal shape. Can you see how the bottom is really fat and the top is really skinny? You're going to keep going, and you really want to get that top super thin because that's going to be the exposed edge of your rose petal. And you're going to get this ball. I'm just going to mash this guy down a little. Okay. You're going to get, see this guy here? And just sort of roll this out. Paper thin on the edge here. Paper thin. Now, if you look at this, see how jagged that is? Right? You want that. You want that jagged. If that wasn't jagged and it was just real smooth, it wouldn't look real. And what we're going for is we're trying to make a real looking rose as opposed to a fake rose. And I'll show you how to make this in a minute. Now what we're going to do is just get a little teeny tiny bit of water. And I'm just going to draw a line just like that, right across there. And then I'm going to roll this up real tight. Grab the fat part. It doesn't really matter. That's going to be the base of the flower. Okay. Just slowly roll that up. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is make sure your fingers are really dry, right? And just fold this out just a little bit. Just give it a little teeny tiny push to the outside. Just a little push. Number 2, same thing, a little bit of water. And this goes on the back of this petal, almost like a little coat. Just want to sort of wrap this up. So you're kind of wrapping this up, just like that. Okay, now this one, just a little, same thing. You want to really pull these back, get a nice little curved edge. You see the difference between that and that? And you just want to pull that back. Number 3. Start this guy right here in front. And start pretty low. Bottom of that is pretty close to the bottom of the base of the flower. Okay, you just want to hug it. Get your arms around there. Okay, now with these outer ones, what you want to do is once you've got some curve on there, I'm going to go right up to the very tip top. And you want those curves to meet a really specific point. You know, one little point. That's what makes that rose look like a rose. Last one.